Good evening, my fellow COD players. I'd appreciate any likes, shares, and a subscribe would be much appreciated, guys. Alright, let's get into the content. Alright guys, so this is going to be a squad play. It's actually one of the better ones that I've actually played, so let's get it. Alright, so I'm following someone else. One of the players I'm playing with, I've actually is on my friends list, and the rest of them are his people. This is actually one of the better squad plays I've ever done, particularly since we didn't actually verbally communicate because they spoke Spanish and not English. But here we go. I think this is one of my favorite squad play. Let's watch and see. So here's me doing my Santa drop-in. I always like to come through the roof, especially on areas that have good roof action, because you can get a lot of loot with a lot of protection as long as you watch and see behind you and make sure that nobody lands with you in the building. So it gives you a little protection while, you know, kind of gearing up to the best of your ability. Alright, let's go. So just gearing up. This is actually a pretty decent squad. They actually stuck together really well and played really well together, as you'll see in this movie, video, whatever. Alright, so you see me gearing up. I'm going with my 5.56, which I don't particularly like this weapon in particular. It has a M4 is my always go-to, as well as my PDW, but you got to work with what you've got in the places you can get it. Alright, so watching, we're looking. So I'm still gearing up. There is some fighting going on in certain areas. I can hear the gunfire, but at the moment I'm not a part of it. Obviously I've got 3 other squad mates that are protecting each other, listening to, need help, you're being shot. So far they're taking care of themselves quite well. Now here's the thing, if you look back at this video clip, I actually hear boom, 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 got him. So got that guy. He was actually, I don't think my other squad mate realized that he was that close to him. I don't know if he was low on health or what, but he kind of led him right into my fire, which was awesome. I looked back at this clip later on and I actually noticed that I missed a level 3 gear, or armor. Back there when I actually went after that guy instead of going to get it, but hindsight is always 20/20. You kind of make the best decisions you can in the midst of, especially a firefight. I so enjoy this game. It's so much fun. I've played COD on console. Never played it. So I'm taking out this zombie. I don't know if he didn't realize he was being attacked, but I made sure that zombie didn't bother him anymore. Boom, 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 sidestep, sidestep. Never stand still when you got somebody firing at you, and never sit still, especially when you hear so many enemy footsteps in a certain area, especially in squad play, because you just don't know who you're playing with. You could be playing with a very ridiculous squad. A lot of squads are players that are good solo, but they're not that good on team play. Just for the pure fact that it takes a different element of gameplay to play squad play as it does to play solo, because you're listening for footsteps for yourself as well as you're listening for your teammates to communicate either by verbally to their mic or through the quick chats. So I'm coming across that pipe, dropping in. If I remember correctly, there's not a lot of action in this particular one. I think I got some shots in at some point where there were some zombies involved. Just kind of watching, always when you're in towns such as Kill House, watch, and in other areas, watch for your Overwatch. A lot of squads will send a player inside and then set somebody on the higher elevations to kind of even the odds. Always check these containers, not just for the loot themselves, but there are little snakes that will hide in there and come out to you behind you. So I see that my teammate has marked somebody in that area, so I'm lighting him up, knocked him, and I'm gonna finish him off. Boom, boom. A lot of times in squad play, if I know that there's a whole squad in an area, I'll actually leave a member of the squad knocked, because a lot of people are very selfless, and they'll actually jump into a firefight to heal their partner, and you can get you can stack your kills. You can take out whole squads that way. It's always good in team play to be selfless like that, but selfless with thought. Think about it. Listen to what's going on. Is it a whole squad working together? You definitely don't want to get in there, and you might want to come in and maybe get his tags and bring him back at a later portion once you kind of can, either that or you can clear enemy targets so that it's safe to do it. Because it doesn't do your partner any good, or yourself, to one, to die trying to heal him, or two, trying to get tags in the midst of a gunfight. And even if you scan them and you get your player on a future revive flight, if you die and your whole squad dies, the revive flight is no more. Alright, so we checked out that tunnel and cleaned up. Just kind of picking through the enemy crates. I got my M4 like I wanted. Switch to my M4. As you see, as I'm doing that, my squad's around me, and they're also watching out for me as well. As you'll see, I needed this good squad players in this match, because things didn't always turn out. It didn't turn out the way I wanted to them, but came through it in the end, and with a greater appreciation for this squad and these players. So I switched to TPP. Oh, behind me. Sidestep. I see his medic skill. Boom. A lot of times, I'm not really sure. Here's my thinking on this. The medic skill is great if you're in a pinch, but to stand in the middle of the field and use your medic, because the sound of the medic attracts me. I hear a medic skill, or I hear any skill being activated, and I'm looking around. I'm looking for a target. That's just unfortunate. It's an unfortunality. And I think that's the reason why they made the sounds in it, so that you would look around and what's going on here. All right, so I marked that as a crate, and as you can see, somebody's got the airborne skill, so they're flying in. I kind of wish I had stuck a little closer to them. I could use the airborne skill, because I could have really used that level 3 outfit. And there's a guy there. Boom, 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 boom. And then the zombies are going to take care of him. I don't think I even used a skill this time, to be honest, in the entirety. So I'm finishing that kill off, and I'm going to backtrack, outrun the zombies, and come around the building to get his loot. Alright, so I want to say something about zombie. The zombie skill is great for YOLO, but it can kind of backfire when you're playing in squad. So I would suggest not using the zombie skill, and especially if you're going to play good team play, because it can actually come up to bite you. You can actually get attacked by your own zombies. If where you think people are, you throw the zombie bomb, and then all of a sudden they're on a target. It will sometimes actually go after your own squad or yourself, and can kind of distract you and kind of bring you at a disadvantage. But I personally don't like playing squad play with zombie. I prefer it with solo. So you see the zombies there, they're kind of ordering. You don't want to get near that bomb, because you will die and get knocked by your own teammates. Zombie bomb, that's never a fun place to be. Alright, so we're gonna keep playing, keep looting. So the zombie bomb has already went off. I'm kind of always keeping the move, always keep circling, especially when you're in an open area. And watch, as I said, watch the higher elevation for snipers. Alright, so loving this squad play. I mean, minus the fact that we couldn't speak by mic, because of the language barrier. Definitely a good squad play. Oh, got my PDW. Love the PDW. Long range, short, long range, long to mid to long, and close range PDW just rocks it out. Just the fire rate and the extended clip. It's just it's amazing. Not really sure why this member of my team decided to take the helicopter and run off by himself, but eventually we get back together. Like I said, it's not one of my favorite moves. It's kind of a YOLO move, but it all works out in the end. But that's neither here nor there. You never know how it's going to play out. That player going away, he could get blown up in a helicopter. He could get knocked at a further point, further away from his teammates where we can't get to him and revive him. Alright, so meeting up with, I believe this is Monk, and we're just scouring, constantly rotating, constantly keeping an eye out for gunshots and listening to the map. Looks like there was a vehicle in this area. This is my mistake. So, put that down, and I don't realize there's an enemy behind us where I'm looking. So I jump off here to go down and meet these enemies, and so I hear footsteps, and lo and behold, there's a guy on that roof who is sniping me with an M4 LMG, and I'm down. So this is where good squad play comes into play. Now watch, there'll be a player. I'm gonna push help, let him know I'm down. The other squad mates are gonna jump into the fight to distract this guy that's attacking me. He's going to back off just long enough to get some cover fire and suppression fire from the other teammates, and he's going to revive me. And I'm going to get up, and that way I can pop an adrenaline, and I'm back in the fight. Because every squad mate counts in a squad play. So you never know what extra player could mean the difference between a W and an L. So always practice good squad play. Revive if you can. Grab tags if you can't, and I'll just kind of play it by ear. Just be honest. You've got to play it by ear. You can't. There's not one size fits all, because making the bad decision to revive when it's not in the team's best interest. When you can maybe grab a tag after the squad is left the area, and bring him back at a later date. You kind of got to make decisions on the fly. And he's down. He had no more squad members in the area, so he got knocked. Either that or it was a bot. That I'm not sure. I generally say people who use the revive skill in the middle of a field are bots, but then again, I've played with players that have done that skill while I've been playing squad in the middle of the field and turn on the revive without any kind of cover. So it's indicative of a bot, but it's not always. So you gotta and keeping in mind that when somebody knocks immediately, they don't have squad mates and all that good stuff is definitely a tactic to remember, but don't always take that as a given, just for the pure fact that you don't want to let your guard down. Because you're in an active battlefield. Alright, so teammate has called the airborne skill, so I'm going to go up here. Obviously I'm watching, keeping an eye out for enemies too. And so I'm going to take this airborne skill. Appreciate it, bro. And we're going to fly into the zone. So we got a crate here. It looks like it's already been raided. Looks like there's enemies in this area, so I'm gonna use that skill. Now this is the defect I think in this particular skill. See where it's doing? It's hitting the wall and won't go any further. And as far as I know, it's not actually affecting the enemy player, but it's also a good tactic for evading that particular skill. In an open field, or they say you're on a hillside and you're looking down, that skill can definitely come in handy, but it does have its drawbacks. Sometimes it's not useful. Alright, so let's keep pushing. We're pushing for the center. So there's a zombie up there. Not a zombie, but there's a sniper, kind of what I call a snake. And so I'm going to hit a revive. And this is where I slip up. I click on to get to the cluster bomb, but I don't let it fully activate before I do it. And so I throw the cluster. So I need to kind of get him out of his little hidey hole. And he moves. The zombies are chasing. And final kill. I remember this is the final kill. So this guy is really good. I mean, he's doing well against the squad. I mean, if you watch this guy's movement is spot on. He's right there. He's evaded everybody. You know, he's taking shots, but he's. So I'm taking boom, 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 LMG. He's got some shots on me. Kind of watching above me. Drop a heal. It's one of my. And I misfire and shoot my own teammate because I was just such in that. Is anybody ever in that gameplay where you're just like you're so focused that the first enemy you see you fire at. So this guy's playing definitely well against the squad. I'm just gonna put that out there. This guy is definitely. I'm not even sure where he went because I didn't see him move out of our, past us. I don't know if he got caught in the zone, or a cheater. I'm not really sure. But this is the final kill of the game. We finally pin him down. Boom, boom, boom. Game is won. That's a W, ladies and gentlemen. Alright guys, I appreciate all you guys liking and sharing and showing me much love if you can and if you will, and I would appreciate it. You guys have a great day. Hope you enjoyed this gameplay, and hope to see you guys on the battlefield. Alright guys, I'm out. Alright guys, I hope you appreciated this gameplay, and if you like it, give me a like, share it with your friends, and subscribe guys. Alright, stay tuned and click the bell for more content. I'm out.